Hey, my name is Zach Pasquarello. I want to tell you how you can make $3,000 in one day as a bookkeeping business owner. I have had my own bookkeeping business for the past 3 years. I have 49 clients. I'm making $20,000 per month. Now I am making these videos just so that I can teach you everything that I know, everything that I've learned over the past 3 years. I want to share my mistakes so that you can fast track to success. You can start your own bookkeeping business in less than 30 days with no experience, and I tell you exactly how you can do it. In this video, I want to talk specifically about how you can actually make $3,000 in one day. I know you can do it because I did it back in 2021 when I first started my bookkeeping business. And I did it by landing a catch up or cleanup, whatever you want to call it. A client reached out to me and they said they needed 12 months of bookkeeping, which means I'm going to charge my normal monthly fee, but I'm going to do it for 12 months. And I'm going to be able to do all of the bookkeeping in a very short period of time. Usually people reach out to me and say, hey, I need bookkeeping. You can just start last month. Everything is caught up. I just need bookkeeping from the month before and then moving forward. That's usually what happens. But now is the perfect time. If you're watching this video when I just released it in December, the end of the year is the perfect time to start getting these big cleanup projects. Because so many business owners are starting to realize, taxes are coming up really soon. I started my business in the beginning of the year and I haven't done any of my bookkeeping. So now is the perfect time to start your bookkeeping business or grow your bookkeeping business or try to get newer clients because people need bookkeeping. This service is required because you need to file your taxes. In order to file your taxes, you need to have bookkeeping. You need to know how much money you spent and how much money you made. If you don't get any cleanup projects or catch-up projects this month, that's okay. You still might be able to get one in January or February or March because taxes aren't due until April. So business owners might wait until closer to April, but either way, right now is the perfect time to start doing marketing and sales. So I'm going to tell you specifically how to find these clients and then what to do when you actually land them. So I'm going to talk about marketing, then I'm going to talk about sales, and then I'm going to talk about the onboarding process, how to quote these projects, how to onboard these clients, and then finally, I'm going to tell you specifically how to do the bookkeeping for these big cleanup projects. A lot of people ask me questions about how to do these projects, so hopefully this answers everybody's questions. First of all, everything starts with marketing. So right now is the perfect time to start marketing. You need to get your name out there. You need to start creating social media marketing content, or you need to pay for advertising, or you need to hire somebody to do advertising for you. Somehow, some way, you need to tell the world that you just started a bookkeeping business. You need to get your name out there so people know who you are, how to contact you, and how to hire you. Right now, especially if you're just getting started, nobody knows who you are, but that's okay because you can use social media to promote your business for free. So you just have to create social media marketing content. It's simple, but it's not easy. So it's not super complex. It's pretty simple, but it is actually difficult because the thing is you need to create social media marketing content every single day. And that's the hard part. Being consistent and committing to a long-term goal. So I recommend create social media marketing content every single day for at least 6 months. Okay, so now that you're creating social media marketing content or you're paying for advertising or you're hired somebody to do advertising for you, now you need to find prospective clients because let's be honest, no one's going to call you tomorrow and hire you for bookkeeping. So you need to do sales. Every business starts with sales. You need to reach out to other people. You need to reach out to prospective clients or business owners and let them know, hey, if you need bookkeeping, you can hire me. So you need to find your prospective clients, whether you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. It doesn't matter what social media platform. It's all pretty much the same. Find prospective clients and then connect with prospective clients. So connect with them on LinkedIn, send them a friend request on Facebook, or follow them on Instagram. I love Facebook and I go to Facebook groups. That's where I find a lot of my prospective clients and I send friend requests. I recommend try to send 50 friend requests to prospective clients every single day. That's a good starting point. Do that for 30 days, and I guarantee you, you are going to increase your audience and connect with a ton of prospective clients. Now, step number 4 on social media, you need to engage with your community. This is just going to help you establish your online reputation and build trust with your audience, and your audience is your prospective clients. So engaging with your community is going to help build trust, and building trust with your prospective clients is ultimately going to encourage them to hire you whenever they need help with bookkeeping. So engaging with your community is as simple as commenting on your new Facebook friends' posts, and you can keep it short and simple. You can say, wow, that's awesome. Hey, congratulations. Hey, keep up the good work. Something short and simple. I recommend engage with 10 of your Facebook friends every single day. So here are some metrics for you to set a goal for your marketing. Create a social media post every single day, friend request 50 prospective clients every day, and engage with 10 posts every single day. I promise you, if you do this for 30 days, I guarantee your social media presence will grow. That's marketing. Now you need to do sales. So you need to send a message to all of your new friends, and I recommend you should wait 30 days before you send a message on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, wherever it is. Wait 30 days because you want to build a relationship with these new friends. If you send a message as soon as they become your Facebook friends, they will not have had the opportunity to see your social media posts or to interact with you on Facebook. So let it wait 30 days. I promise you, it'll be worth the wait. They will be more likely to hire you after 30 days when you send the message than if you send it the same day they accept your friend request. So that's all you need to do for sales and marketing. You don't need to do cold calls or email marketing or knock on people's doors or pay for advertising. You can do all of that stuff, but I did not do that when I started my business 3 years ago. I still don't do that right now with my business. So you can just do free social media marketing and then do sales on your own. Okay, so that's marketing, that's sales. Now let's talk about onboarding a client. So let's say you land a sales call, have a 10-minute consultation with a prospective client, and they tell you they need 12 months of bookkeeping. They need the entire year of bookkeeping. This should be good news for you. You should get excited. They might want to just pay you for 1 month of bookkeeping. I tell people all the time I charge $250 a month for bookkeeping, and they say, oh, cool, so you can do my whole year of bookkeeping for $250 a month. And I say, no, that's not how it works. It's $250 for every month that I do bookkeeping. So if you had transactions in October, November, and December that need to be categorized, that'll be 3 months of bookkeeping. So that'll be $250 times 3. Make sure you don't do an entire year of bookkeeping for $250. So the onboarding process, I try to keep everything as simple as possible to make it easy for my prospective clients to hire me. So I have the sales consultation. I ask them, what do you have going on in your business? They usually tell me all of their complaints and their problems. I take notes during the sales call, and my whole goal is to solve their problems. They are telling me all of their problems. So while they're telling me, I need to actively listen to what they're saying, and then I need to start generating solutions for their problems. Usually everybody's problems are the same. They have a business, they have money coming in, and they have money going out, and they need to account for it. They need to categorize their transactions. They need to generate a profit and loss, and that is what we do. After the client tells you their problems and explains their business, now is the opportunity for you to explain, here's what I do. I'm a bookkeeper. I work with QuickBooks Online. I do 3 things. I categorize your transactions, I reconcile your accounts, and I generate your financial reports. That's what I do. I do everything that you would be doing in QuickBooks. I do all of that for you so you can be hands-off when it comes time to file your taxes. So they tell you what their problems are, you tell them what you do, you solve their problems. Now, what are the next steps? In order for me to give you a bookkeeping quote, these are things you can say during your sales consultation. In order for me to give you a bookkeeping quote, I will need to be invited to your QuickBooks account, or if you don't have a QuickBooks account, that's fine. Just send me your 3 most recent bank statements. Now, whenever you're quoting somebody, you want to figure out how many transactions do they have on average per month. If I'm quoting somebody for a big cleanup project, I might add up all of their transactions from the entire year, or I might just look at the 3 most recent months. Or I might do both and compare to see if there's a large difference. But ultimately, I just need to find out on average how many transactions do they have per month. And then I typically charge anywhere from $2 per transaction to $3 per transaction, or some number in between 2 and 3. So usually if you have 100 transactions per month, I'm going to charge you $2 per transaction. That's $200 per month. If they have less than 100 transactions per month, I will still charge you $200 per month or $250 per month. I usually have a minimum. So even if you have 10 transactions per month, I'm not going to charge you $20 or $30 per month. I'm going to still charge you $200 or $250 per month. So that's how you can make $3,000 in one day just by quoting a large cleanup project. Okay, so let me stay on track here. So we did marketing, we did sales, we had the sales consultation, then we did the bookkeeping quote. Now we need to send them the client agreement and the invoice, assuming they accepted our quote. This is very important. I want to protect you. I don't want you to do any more work than you absolutely have to. So you've already spent time doing marketing. You've already spent time on the sales consultation, and you looked through their transactions. You sent them a quote. They accepted your quote. You've already actually spent a lot of time. So you need to protect yourself. I don't want you to do any bookkeeping work, because I've actually had clients fall through at this point in the onboarding process. I have sent them a quote. They accepted the quote. I send them the invoice and the client agreement, and unfortunately, I never hear from them again. I'm so thankful I didn't start doing their bookkeeping before I got paid, because I would have been out on that particular client. So don't do any work until they pay you. You have a couple options. You can require that they pay you full price upfront, $3,000. I have done that with several clients, and they are happy to pay it. So don't be afraid to require full payment upfront. The other option is you can do 50% upfront and 50% when the project is complete. I would not start working for anything less than 50% of the full price. So once you send them the invoice, they pay the invoice, send them the client agreement, they pay the client agreement. Now, finally, you are ready to start doing the bookkeeping. And I said in the beginning of the video, you can make $3,000 in one day, because honestly, it will only take you 8 hours or less to do an entire year of bookkeeping for $3,000. A lot of people ask me, how do I go about this massive project? It is intimidating, especially if you are a new bookkeeper, but let me reassure you, there's honestly no difference between doing bookkeeping for an entire year versus doing bookkeeping for 1 week. The only difference is that there's a lot more transactions, but I approach the project the exact same. You go to the bank feed in QuickBooks, and you start with the checking account or the credit card account, and you just start categorizing transactions. You can sort the list of transactions by the description. That way you group together common transactions. So, for example, if you have somebody who goes to Home Depot, you can see all of the Home Depot transactions. You can select all of them, and then you can add all of those Home Depot transactions at once. Same concept for Walmart or Amazon or Progressive Insurance. Wherever they spend their money, you can select all of those transactions, and then you can categorize them as job supplies or insurance or office supplies and software or whatever category it might be. And then you just start ticking away at all of the transactions. It might be 1,000 transactions or 1,500 transactions, but you just start going down the list and just start categorizing the transactions. If you come across a transaction that you're not sure how to categorize, you can do a Google search. Usually the bank detail has information on the vendor, so copy the vendor information and then do a Google search, and then you can usually find out, oh, like that was a pizza restaurant or that was office supply store. Like you can usually figure out who the vendor is and what the vendor sells. But if you can't figure it out, don't be afraid to ask the client. say, hey, here's a transaction I wasn't able to figure out. Who did you pay and what did you buy? Could you please provide me a little bit more information? That's all you need to do. Remember, bookkeeping is a 3-step process. You categorize transactions. So with a large cleanup project, you just have a long list of transactions to categorize. And then you reconcile accounts, and then you generate financial reports. So generate the profit and loss. That takes 2 seconds as long as you categorize everything correctly and reconcile all of the accounts. If you guys liked this video, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm making videos every single day teaching you how to start your own bookkeeping business. And check out all of the links in the description of this video. I have a course, I have consultations, I have weekly meetings, I have digital downloads in my store. I have a ton of links that are designed to help you start and grow your own bookkeeping business.